Konnichiwa everyone! My name is Szymon Bryła and I'm the head of studio at One More Level.
Konnichiwa, I'm Radosław Ratusznik, game director on Ghostrunner 2.
We are very disappointed that we could not join you today at the Tokyo Game Show, but we're back in Krakow putting the finishing touches of Ghostrunner 2. We'd love to talk to you about some of the new features we've added to the Ghostrunner 2 that fans will get their hands on in a few weeks.
We have added a lot of new features that we hope fans will enjoy and give them a challenge.
For the first time in the Ghostrunner franchise, we are taking you outside the Dharma Tower.
We have also added driving to the game, as Jack now has a motorbike to get to and from quests.
We don't want to give you too much away so fans can be surprised, but there is a demo available now for the players to give them their first glimpse into the world of Ghostrunner 2.
We can't wait for you to play the game when it launches October 26th on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Steam and the Epic Games Store.
Sayonara!
Arigato gozaimashita.
We need him, Connor. We need him stronger. Faster. Better equipped. More vicious than ever. We need him ready.
Good evening. Tokyo Game Show 2023. Now we'll have the 505 Games, the Tokyo Game Show 2023 official broadcast. Kosuke Hiraiwa. Thank you for having me. So you watch the Ghostrunner 2 teaser video and the interview, which is scheduled to release in October this year, some cyberpunk parkour action. So let's find out a little bit more about Ghostrunner 2, the newest entry into the cyberpunk parkour action series, which has sold over 2 million units worldwide. Ghostrunner 2 is coming to Steam, Epic Games Store, GOX, Xbox Series X and 5, and PlayStation 5 on October 27th, and the pre-orders are open as we speak. As a pre-order bonus, you will get the traditional katana pack, including 2 katana and 2 hand skins. Get them while you can. If you upgrade to Brutal Edition, which includes several swords and hand skins, a motorcycle skin, and the season pass, you will also be able to play the game 48 hours before its release date. Well, then this katana is the motif and the attractiveness. So over on our 505 Games social media channels, this is a very real katana, very authentic. So over on our 505 Games social media channels, we're giving away to katana, toy katana, as well as a Ninja Samurai experience tickets and original Ghostrunner merchandise. For more details, follow our official account by scanning this QR code. One last thing, a demo is playable now on Steam, Epic Games Store, Xbox Series X and S, and a PS5. So please go and experience Ghostrunner 2 for yourself. So what don't I tell you about what we will see today? You know, it's very difficult to kind of reach using the sword. It's quite challenging and more action-oriented. So please check it out. And with this time, tonight we will be looking at brand new trailers and speaking to developers about upcoming releases from 505 Games. So let's take a look. Marvel Puzzle Quest for its 10th anniversary in October. Information on upcoming content for Crime Boss, Rockay City, And also information on the huge free update coming to Miyazuma Chronicles in October. And also a message from the makers of early access potion making simulation Magical Mixture Mill. We will invite Marco, creative director at Ion Lands, and hear about his team's slice of life cyberpunk simulation game Nivalis, which is slated to release in 2024 on PC. To learn more about it. And in the latter half of the show, we will be looking at the eagerly awaited RPG Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes, and we will hear from the team behind it, Rabbit and Bear Studios, with Yoshitaka Murayama, Junko Kawako, Junichi Murakami, and Osamu Komuta joining us here at Tokyo Game Show with some special new information. I'm sure you will agree that's quite the lineup. Make sure you will stick around till the end to catch all of it.
Let's take a look at this.
I'm Joe Fletcher, producer here at 505 Games. This year's a special one for Marvel Puzzle Quest as we celebrate its 10-year-long run and prepare for our upcoming anniversary. When the game first launched in October 2013, we had a roster of over 30 characters with unique abilities that made this Match 3 puzzle adventure a huge hit with players. Since then, we've released a steady cadence of Marvel favorites and are still going strong with a continually growing roster of over 300 superheroes and villains from the Marvel Universe. From smashing your way through foes with your favorite Avengers to electrifying the battlefield with your #1 X-Men, Marvel Puzzle Quest has just about every type of character for players to enjoy. This year, we've been hard at work making improvements to the game like rebalancing dozens of characters, bringing back popular boss battles, and making more unique ways to play. In addition to introducing new ways to enjoy Marvel Puzzle Quest, we've got some exciting new features in the works that will change the game entirely. Coming just in time for the 10th anniversary, we're introducing Champions 2.0, allowing you to level your favorite characters to new heights. Be sure to check out all the new features in our upcoming 10th anniversary of Marvel Puzzle Quest in the coming weeks. We've got special celebrations planned with a full lineup of free login gifts, anniversary vaults, and fun events to kick off an action-packed month. We've got lots more coming in the weeks, months, and years to come, so here's to celebrating the 10th anniversary of Marvel Puzzle Quest and the future. Thank you.
So let's talk about a little bit about the Marvel Puzzle Quest. So thanks to all our players who has been enjoying free-to-play title Marvel Puzzle Quest, it is going to celebrate the 10th anniversary in October. In honor to that milestone, 505 Games is preparing some content that everyone can enjoy. Make sure to download the game and stay tuned for the future information.
And on to the next title.
King has uncovered a massive stockpile of gold. Sheriff Norris, who spearheaded the investigation, is set to receive
I will look into it.
a substantial budget increase for his efforts.
Baker, what do you want? It's what we both want. The gold. Believe me, estás muerto, cabrón.
So let's talk about crime boss Rockay City, shall we? Based in a world inspired by the best crime movies of the 1990s, up to 4 players can play together in Crime Boss Rockay City, available now on Epic Games Store, Xbox Series X and S, and a PlayStation 5. September the 15th, last Friday, the 4th free update went out along with our first expansion pack for the title, Dollar Dragon's Gold Cup, which is available now. Not just that, but in the in-game item pack, Tactical Weapons pack is free for a limited time. Play it for yourself and become the ultimate crime boss. let's take a look at the next one.
This isn't the same city you saw last time you visited, kid. Nivalis is changing in front of our eyes. This is a bolder city, a brighter city. More people to meet, more things to do. More electric night. Last time you were here, this was all a dream. Your old pal Thaddeus is retiring. You can have my old life. It doesn't fit me anymore. I'm leaving you a tasty little business venture. A noodle stand. Work hard and maybe one day you'll climb so high, you'll be above the rain. There's more to this city than business. Follow the rules, or break them all. Grow your own paradise in the greenhouses. Sail a boat out and cast your line into the forbidden seas. You might find more than fish. I've heard the rumors. Serial killer? Don't worry too much. I'm sure you're safe. My time is up, kid. Now get out there. The city's waiting.
So that was the latest trailer for Cyberpunk Slice of Life Simulation Nivalis, which will come to Steam and Epic Games Store in 2024. Now it's time for an in-studio guest here from Islands to talk about Nivalis is creative director Marco. Thank you for joining us. We also have Liu, marketing manager from 505 Games Japan, joining us as interpreter. Thank you for having me. So, Marco and Liu, let's get straight to it and talk about this game. Please introduce yourself first.
Yeah, hi, I'm Marco. I'm the creative director at Islands. We are the studio that's making Nivalis. We are known for our voxel art cyberpunk game called Cloudpunk.
はい、アイオランズのクリエイティブディレクターのマルコです。私たちはサイバーパンク調のボクセルアートゲームクラウドパンクを制作したグローバル開発会社です。よろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いいたします。改めてニバリスとはどんなゲームなのか教えてください。Marco, please tell us what is Nivalis about?
Oh, so Nivalis is a cyberpunk slice of life experience. You start by taking over a noodle restaurant by a mysterious guy called Thaddeus. He's leaving the city, we don't know why. Throughout the game, you will manage your restaurant, you will decorate your apartment, your restaurant, you will change furniture, manage staff and the inventory. You can take a boat to explore the city, you can go fishing, you can grow your own ingredients in the greenhouse, or you can meet one of the over 100 unique characters and listen to their stories. So Nivalis is the name of the city, but in a way, it's the main character of the game.
サイバーパンクのスライズオフライフシミュレーションゲームです。街を去ろうとする謎の男サデウスから小さなラーメン店を引き継ぐことから始まります。ゲームを通してレストランを運営したり、家のインテリアを描いたり、スタッフや在庫を管理したり、ボードに乗って探索したり、釣りをしたり、あと温室で自分の食べ物を育てたり、100人以上の豊かなキャラクターと交流することができます。ニバリスは街の名前です。ある意味ゲームの主人公でもあり、街そのものが生きています。ありがとうございます。サイバーパンクでのラーメン屋さんっていうのはね、めちゃめちゃ気になりますけれども、ニバリスさん、マルコさんが手掛けられたクラウドパンクとつながりがあるのか、あるいはね、ゲーム性っていうのはどんな風に異なるかっていうのを教えてください。So how is Nivalis relate to your previous game, Cloudpunk, and is the gaming experience different?
So Cloudpunk was a driving experience in a cyberpunk city by the same name, Nivalis. It had an engaging storyline, but it had a start and an end, so it was a fixed length. Because it was basically taking over the course of one night. Nivalis is a management simulation covering many days, weeks, maybe even months of game time. The premise is that all people living in the city or in this part of the city, are locked in the so-called localized unity zone. That's because a serial killer is running around and they are trying to catch him. So there's a curfew from 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. in the morning when everybody has to be home.
はい、クラウドパンクは空飛ぶ車ホーバーで駆け巡って、人場の街の中で繰り広がれるある程度決まった尺のゲームでした。一方、今回のリバリスはゲームなる時間を何日も何週間ももしかしたら何ヶ月もかけて過ごす経営シミュレーションゲームです。この町のこの地域に住むすべての人々がいわゆる極地地帯と呼ばれる地域に閉じ込められています。この地域には連続殺人鬼も徘徊しています。なので毎晩深夜2時から朝の8時まで夜間外出禁止令が出され、誰も家から出ることはできません。
そのね、レストランの経営があるってことなんですけど、それが終わった後、ニバリスの世界ではどんな時間を過ごすことができるんですか？
So Marco, after the player has finished their long day managing the restaurant, what other activities can they engage in with the world of Nivalis?
So first of all, you can explore the city. It has many different districts. It has many characters who have all their own story to share with you. You can check out the other restaurants who are managed by other characters in the game. You can decorate your apartment, or you can go down to the docks, take a boat ride, and do some fishing while being out in the ocean. You can also have your own greenhouse where you can grow your own food. Maybe you want to turn your greenhouse into your own apartment. It's your choice.
街を探索することができます。多くのキャラクターがあなたのストーリーを共にしてくれます。他のレストランやバー、ナイトクラブをチェックすることもできますし、部屋をインテリアで描いたり、港でボード乗って釣りに行ったり、自分の温室を持って食べ物を育てることも可能です。もしかしたらそのうち自分の温室で暮らしたいという方も出てくるかもしれないですね。いろいろ遊び方がございます。
そのニバリスで体験できるストーリーについても教えてもらいたいんですけども、またあと自分の選択肢っていうのがストーリーにどう影響を与えるかっていうのも知りたいです。
So Marco, can you tell us more about the story players will be able to experience in Nivalis? So can they make different choices that affecting the story will play out?
Yeah. So the story in Nivalis is not just a single story. It's basically all the many stories by all the people that you meet. When talking with these characters, you will have choices how you can respond, and these choices will affect the relationship with the characters. So they can turn into enemy, into friend, into business partner, rival, maybe even a lover. These relationships can even change the outcome of other relationships with other characters, and certainly of the storyline. You might also be able to unlock new areas or new ingredients for your restaurant.
のストーリーは一つだけではなくて、出会うすべてのキャラクターには物語があります。キャラクターと話すとき、どのように対応するかを選択してもらいます。選択肢によってキャラクターとの関係に影響も出ます。友達になるかもしれないですし、敵になるかもしれない。ビジネスパートナーだったり、ライバルだったりで、もしかしたら恋人になる可能性もございます。人間関係によってあるストーリーの結末を変える可能性もございます。他のキャラクターとの関係も変わるかもしれません。で、新しい街のエリアや新しいレストランの食材を手に入れることも可能です。いろいろ可能性がございます。はい。
このね、スライスオブライフシミュレーションっていう一つのジャンルでもあると思うんですけど、そこは結構プレイヤーの人が普段の日常から離れてゲームの世界を満喫して、同時に現実味のあるストーリーもね出てくるっていう話だと思うんですけど、今回はこういうビジュアルとかシナリオの選択、そして臨場感、空気感、これを全て一体化させる、組み合わせる秘訣みたいのはどこにあるんですかね。
So Slice of Life seems usually recreate a world that player can immerse themselves, escape from the daily routines, but also offer up a relatable and accurate functional realities. So what do you think is the secret of combining bold visual and narrative choices with a sense of realism and atmosphere?
That's a very good question. So Nivalis is not like other cyberpunk games who are mostly bleak, dark, with lots of violence. What we're trying to achieve with Nivalis is to create a sense of home away from home. So yes, it's a dystopian cyberpunk city, which is a harsh reality of all the NPC characters living there, but it's also a warm, beautiful, and homely place. So we are trying to show the world of regular people, not that of super hackers or assassins. So the secret, I think, in my opinion, is to build a place that people would live in, and that's not just a backdrop for an action sequence.
ニバリスは他のサイバーパンクゲームとは異なります。暗くて暴力が多いゲームではありません。ニバリスで私たちが目指しているのは、故郷を離れた場所でも家にいるような感覚を作り出すことです。確かにこの街は全ての人々にとって過酷な現実を待ち受けるディストピア的なサイバーパンクの世界でもありますが、でもそこは温かく美しく居心地がいい場所でもございます。私たちは暗殺者やハッカーが住む世界ではなく、普通の人々が暮らす世界を描こうとしています。なので単なるアクションシーンの舞台背景ではなく、人々が暮らす場所を作ることが私たちの大きなテーマです。
ありがとうございます。ニバリスではユーザーの皆さんに、プレイヤーの皆さんにどんな体験をしてもらいたいですか？
So Marco, how will Nivalis tap into the ability to spark wonder and resonate emotionally with your audience?
So when we shared first little teasers of the game on social media, we were very proud to receive the #1 response was, yeah, I want to be in this world. I just want to live there. So how can you make that happen? Please, I want to be in. That's exactly it. So when you look at our game, we want to cause that emotion. We want to feel something just looking at it without knowing much of its story. For us, games are magical places. We want you to enter the world and spend time looking around, enjoying the atmosphere, taking your time.
はい。この前ソーシャルメディアでちょっとしたティーザー動画をアップロードした後にユーザーから一番いただいている声は今すぐその街に住みたいという声でしたので、まさに私たちはそういう世界を作り出したいです。ストーリー自体は知らなくてもただ見てるだけで何かを感じてほしいです。で私たちにとってやっぱゲームは魔法のような場所で、その世界に入ってじっくりと時間をかけて雰囲気を楽しみながら過ごしてほしいなと思っています。
先ほどね公開したトレーラーで連続殺人犯っていうそのキャラクターがいたんですけど、これに関してちょっともうちょっと詳しく聞きたいんですけど。
So you've mentioned a serial killer before, so can you tell us about more? So do we need to be worried?
You know what? You have absolutely nothing to worry about. Nothing at all. Trust me.
心配する必要はないらしいです。はい。
だいぶ怖い心配になりますけどね。ちょっとラーメン屋経営しながらちょっと連続殺人犯ね、ちょっと怖いですけれども、いろいろねちょっと新しいお話も伺うことができました。ニバリスはいつ発売になるんでしょうか？
So when will Nivalis come out?
Yeah, we want to launch the game in 2024 next year.
ニバリスは2024年来年リリースする予定です。
はい、ということで来年ね2024年のリリースが予定されているということです。ちょっとねまだまだいろいろお話伺いたいんですけど時間もあるということなんで、最後に、マルコさんからファンの皆さんに一言いただいてもよろしいですか？
はい、Marco, why don't you give your fans a message who are looking forward to your game?
Yeah, so we are here with the game at the TGS game, Tokyo Game Show. We are in Hall 7 where you can play the game and enjoy the experience. We also have some nice presents. So come join us in Hall 7.
TGS 会場のホール7でニマリスが使用できるブースを出展しています。遊んでいただいた方にはこちらのステッカーとピンバッジをプレゼントしております。
ありがとうございます。ぜひね皆さん、
はい、ぜひ遊びに来てください。
はい、ぜひねブースの方もチェックしていただければと思います。来年発売予定ということです。本当にねサイバーパンクな空間の中でのラーメン屋経営楽しみですね。皆さんもぜひご期待ください。今後の情報にも注目ください。
Please stay tuned for what's coming up, and also please pay attention to the information to be released.
皆さんこんにちは。
Let's see what's up next.
I'm the director of the Magical Mixture Mill, a quirky potion brewing automation game. The rest of the team and I would like to thank the Japanese community for the warm reception, and we're very happy to say that the game will release in full version early next year, and that will include Japanese localization. So thank you, and I hope you enjoy our special new trailer.
元気ないのならおいでよ冒険に出よう夢のヒーローになるご機嫌なポーションさマッシュルームとフラワーで力湧いてくるよちょうどはお手の物調子悪くなったらごめん
さあ恐れないで作り方はハーブを選んだら魔法を取り出して温め冷やしてぐるぐるかき混ぜて効き目が大事さ副作用はないかもボトルに詰めましょうさあお届けしましょう最高の仕上がりボトルもピカピカさ誰だってウェルカムどこからでもどうぞ兵隊さんも誰でも一度寄っておいで遠慮なんてしないでクエストがはかどるよこぼさないようにねさあ一緒に歌いましょう
村を踊らせたマジックポーション工房へ
Look at that! Sounded like a Japanese musical. That was the latest trailer for Magical Mixture Mail. So let's learn a little bit more about it. From 505 Games' sister indie label Hook, this potion mixing simulation is currently in Steam Early Access. Magical Mixture Mail is scheduled for official release in 2024. So far, the game has received 5 updates, adding new areas, materials, quests, characters, workstations, and weather effects. Lots of new content, one after another. To our Japanese early access users, we've heard you. I'm happy to announce the game will release with a full Japanese language implementation. We will keep you posted on the release date.
So now, let's talk about the Eiyuden Chronicle, whose launch date was finally announced. Today, I am joined by the wonderful guests, so let me introduce them one by one. So in 2020, in Kickstarter game section, this was the most funded the project, and the launch date of the 23rd of April next year was finally announced, and we have the Yoshitaka Murayama, who is a game designer and the main scenario of the Rabbit and the Bear studio. So the physical strength was taken away from the heat of the day. Hello, I'm happy to be here. So the next up is Miss Junko Kawano, who is a character design not only for the Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes, but also Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. They're happy to be here. The next up is the Eiyuden Chronicles, the producer and director, Junichi Murakami. So I'm keeping you waiting for the game. Happy to be here. And the next up is the director of the Eiyuden Chronicles, Osamu Komta. I brought a lot of the new information. So with those wonderful guests, we are going to talk about the latest information about the game. The last year, 505 Games TGS broadcast, we updated you with the status of the development, and now, finally, it was announced that the release date is going to be April 23rd of 2024. The year by years, you look more tired, but I assume that it was because of the heat. So the now release date was decided. Yeah, a long time has passed, but finally, we have secured the satisfactory quality of the game, so we could decide the release date the other day. So now you are going to talk about the stories and the characters, and I heard that we can see the gameplay footage. So Murayama-san, so I heard that you have prepared the latest trailer. Yes, today we brought the story trailer of Eiyuden Chronicle. Let's take a look.
この戦いが正しいものじゃないってこと。次に君と会うのは戦場になるかもしれない。
ルーンの遺跡を守るのが我々の責務だ。
守りの
これはいったよ。
その力をお前は何に使う。
これは人の世のその未来のために必要なことだ。
それでも僕は正しくあることを。逃げたりも恥したりもしない。
一人二人とかケチなこと言わずに国の一つ二つぐらい助けてみなさいよ。なんだかノアが頑張るなら私も頑張れるって思えるもの。我々軍人の最大の願いは働かないで済むことですから。
帝国を脅かす諸国連合の一角だ。小国といえど見過ごすことはできない。
このまま降参する、それも悪くない手だとは思いますよ。
抑えろメリサ。命を賭けの代金にするもんじゃない。
私の居場所をあんな連中に怪我させるもんか。お前は無理に変わらなくていい。ただお前らしくあればそれでいいさ。
絶対にここを守る。みんなのためにも故郷のためにも。
Well, I have so many questions. So first of all, the theme song. We just heard the theme song. Yeah, she's a very famous Sarah Orain, very powerful song. Yeah, like we can tell from the song, there is a powerful story behind it. It was a great trailer. So I'm sure the audience is dying to hear more about the characters and the story from our guests. And let's get things going with Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes story intro. Our story is set on the continent of Aran. Our first hero, Noah, joins the Watch, a security force beholden to the League of Nations, and is sent on a joint mission with a unit from the Gaudin Empire to search the mysterious rune barrels for the even more mysterious rune lands inside. It's on this mission that he crosses paths with our next hero, Sei Kessling. During their mission, they grow closer through working together to overcome various obstacles and eventually find the primal lands that they were sent to retrieve. Sadly, this will turn out to be the catalyst for a bigger conflict. Our third hero, Marisa comes from a tribe known as the Guardians, and with her unique ability to channel the power of these lenses, she too joins the fight. She also has her own reasons for doing so. So that's the list of it. But Mayoma-san, it seems like the core of the game is an ensemble drama which focuses on war. Would that be fair to say? Yes, from like various positions as the leader of the nation or of a tribe, or as a general who leads the army, or from a character who is a soldier, of course, and there are also craftsmen living in a town. So there are many different kinds of characters, and they have different thoughts based on their different ideas. So that's kind of an ensemble drama we are aiming for. Thank you. With that, let's talk about the characters, Koena-san. Sure, let's take a look at this. So let's look at the characters. Yes, I'm going to introduce the characters, and then please take a look at this. The main heroes of the story are Noah, the League of Nations, and the Watch, Sei Kessling, lieutenant of the Guardian Empire, and Marisa, a guardian girl who inherited the skills to use the power of room lenses. These are the main three heroes. Please go to the next one. And on their journey across war-torn Iran, Noah, Sei, and Marisa will meet over 100 other potential heroes. So obviously, Agar, a mercenary beastin, and Mio, and even tempered swordswomen from the East Ridge, and Liang, a few days, Noah's superior in the watch, having joined a few days earlier. And Peril, a young noble woman of the League of Nations, and Murayama's son's favorite. And Emer, former tutor of the Peril. And this character is also appeared in Eiyuden Chronicle Rising, Melor, and then the Euphorious Sevens, Shiark Warrior, and Firm Favorite. And there were also other many characters, unique characters. Obviously, we cannot show all of them today, just some of them. So Murakami-san, there were more than 100 heroes appearing this time. That's a big deal, right, Murakami-san? Yes. Well, I thought I saw some illusions during the development. And not that all the heroes will have a voice. No, more than 100 heroes, there are voices for them. Not only that, for a reason, we tried very hard for the recording, which is already done. So you have more than 100 voice actors, right? Yes. That's a significant volume. Unimaginable. So I'm so curious about more. And now we're going to play a gameplay video, which is to be made public for the first time. Please enjoy. So in last year's TGS, we also showed this. And at the important points of the story, Noah will have a one-on-one battle with his rival. It's very dramatic, and this is where Murakami-san was very persistent about in his animation. And there were also voices for those characters. When you select the command, there are reactions, very detailed animations. The effect is also very dynamic and impactful. And we saw in the video, we didn't see the command. Yes, so depending on what command the user chooses, the screen will change. And also the locations of the one-on-one battle will also differ. And it gets more gorgeous later on. It will get better. 2D and 3D, it's like a fusion of a 2D and 3D. Like it was magnificent, the scene where they jumped off the bridge. So we've been making this, and then we tried to perfect it. Well, yeah, I was really surprised to see that the background scene is also very beautiful. And this one is a theater scene. Oh, that's a sudden change. And Cinderella. So because this is a theater, and actually it's a theater mini game, a role of Cinderella. So to all the characters in the story, and you can actually locate more than allocate the characters in this game, which are more than 100, to play the Cinderella show in a way that you like. So this is the character of Undead, but you can use Noah and other like male characters to play the female characters in the show. And the mean shark is playing the mean stepsister. So all the characters that can be allocated in this show. So it means that the Cinderella show can have more than 100 versions. So we recorded a large number of voices for the characters. It's almost scary. And we asked the voice actors to play freely. So yeah, I really want to try. I wonder how many patterns I will have. So not only Cinderella, there were also other shows that can be played at the theater. So you can like play this for your entire life. It's endless. You'll not be able to finish it. Well, I can't believe that's really happening. So that's just one of the mini games. And there are many other kinds of things like this. Well, we always have this slot for the Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes. It really worth it. Yeah. Well, I think that we have met the expectation of the fans. It was worth them waiting. It spends a lot of time for the making of that, right? Yes, we've been like recording all the time. Because just for the Cinderella show, there are more than 100 patterns to that. I think it should be also fun when people post it to SNS. There will be like different combinations. Yes, there are also many combinations that we've never seen. Really looking forward to that. So there's some announcement. One more announcement. On Saturday, September 23rd, from 2 p.m. to 2:50 p.m., the Rabbit and the BR team, Murayama-san, Kawano-san, Murakami-san, and Komita-san will take part in the Happy Net Game Fest in TGS 2023 stage event at the Happy Net Game Tokyo Game Show booth. The event will feature a talk session on the development of the game, as well as present for fans in attendance. Also, as a special guest, Gakuto Kajiwara, who acted the voice of the protagonist Noah, and Kenji Akabane, voice actor of Say, will be joining the stage. If you are at the Tokyo Game Show this year, please do come by. Well, that's just about all the time we have. Some final information about Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes before we go. So Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes will release on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Steam, Epic Games Store, and Nintendo Switch globally on Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024. Pre-orders will be open shortly after this broadcast ends. For more details and announcements, keep an eye on our official social media channels. So to sign us off today, our guest representative, we're getting really excited. And I just want to have some parting words from our guest. Let's start with Komita-san. So sorry for having kept you waiting for the release. We are still in the process of development. Please stay tuned. And Murakami-san, over to you. Well, the date has already been set. We will do our best so that we don't betray your expectation. Thank you. Kawano-san, please. Well, I'm with everyone. The date has already been set, so we just have to try very hard to make it to the deadline. Please wait a little bit more. Thank you. All right, Murayama-san, lastly, please. This is an RPG. This RPG genre has many ways to enjoy. It's a huge game genre, and many people can have fun with it. And Eiyuden Chronicle has content that can meet the expectations of our players. So please look forward to it. Thank you very much. But just looking at the mini game, well, sorry to say this, but it's not a surprise that you are going to be late for the release. And I also saw a lot of comments on Nico Nico video. They say the same. But in addition to that, there were also other elements that just part of it, only a small portion of it. So we can't wait. But please continue your development. And Kawana-san, with the kangaroo character, you went to the zoo. But for this shark character, did you go to the aquarium? Yes, of course I went to. And also I went to zoos. I went to see birds and other animals as well. And Murama-san, your favorite is the shark, right? Yes, I love sharks. And Konishi-san is the voice actor, yes. And I also attended the recording. So with those characters, I'm really curious what kind of stories will be created. Yes, and then please also look forward to the quality of the shark character. So again, thank you very much for our fabulous in-studio guests.
So, and that brings us to the end of our show. You don't want to miss what 505 Games have in store. And with that, Tokyo Game Show 2023, the 505 Game TGS 2023 official broadcast is a wrap. Thanks so much for sticking until the end.